Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping. There is a problem with my chat feature. I cannot see what you guys write for some odd reason. So hopefully you won't have any questions and I won't be able to talk to you. So I don't know why I hit a button and now all of a sudden it's not there. So Pat will still be on there. I will have to have her like text me on who the winner is at the end because I won't know. And we'll just go from there. So I hope that you are having a great day. Today I'm going to share with you 2 cards using the Color and Contour bundle. And let me show that to you. So here is the stamp set. And I have the dies over there. Let me grab them real quick. I've got them ready. So this is the bundle. You get that and you get this. This cuts out the flower, and I think there's some more. I just have them out. And then these great ones that you can use for making your cards look beautiful. So again, I'm sorry that I won't be able to see your comments, but hopefully you're going to comment. So be sure to, yes, leave a comment so that you get put in for the drawing and get one of my cards. And then we'll go from there. And then also hit like if you wouldn't mind. I see one person already has. Thank you so much. So let's get started. All right, so here is the first card. You open it up and see this flower that's on the second panel pops through. And then on the inside is this really cool little sending happy thoughts message. And these are all the dies that we can use from the bundle. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for liking it. I see 2 more of you have. I appreciate that. So I'm using a 12 by 12 piece of basic white. I cut it to 5.5 by 12. So the only thing that's going to be a little different is that the measurements won't be quite the same as if you were starting over with a regular card. So we're going to go ahead and score, and I'm just noticing how dirty my thing is. Oh my goodness. All right, so I don't want to have to do the arm, so I'm just going to do 4 inches here and then flip it and then do 4 here. Normally you would do 4 and 8, but I want to keep you guys in the picture for now. All right, then the only thing is you can do one of 2 things is when you fold this and then this, it is a little bowed because this is so close to the edge. So I am going to bring in my cutter again and just trim off a little bit off of here. Not much, like an 1/8 or a 1/16 of an inch. Barely anything. All right. This way it will close much nicer if I can close it on the right side. Nope. There. You got to make sure when you do that the inside one is the one that you cut. All right. Oh, I hate not seeing your edit or your comments because I don't even know that you like it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use my bone folder and make sure that these edges are nice and crisp. I will go back and look at the messages. I have no idea why it did that. I will get on it though. All right, so we need to, as of this, we're going to put in a circle, and these are with the layering circle dies. And I have 2, these 2 layer together. So the first one we're going to do is the bigger one. And no, yes, the bigger one. We are going to go ahead and put it on to this DSP. Isn't that beautiful? This uses the new color that is the pale papaya. Love it. This is the hand penned paper. and or DSP, and it's cut at 3 5/8 by 5. So I am going to do some big shot work right in front of you, which I know I don't normally do, but I want to make sure that you understand how to do this. So I'm going to get out my removable tape that I swear by and use that as my, to hold these together, to hold it on. I don't want it, my last one was a little bit lower and I don't think it looked quite right. And like I've said in the past, I can never seem to bring it and like do the same card exactly how I did it the first time. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm glad I see 7 people here. Thank you for coming. I have no idea who's there, but hopefully you're enjoying it so far. All right. So I just did that. Let me move this for a second. I'll be bringing it right back. All right. So this is kind of reminiscent of when I used to do videos and I never knew who watched them because they weren't live. All right. I am going to go ahead, make sure I've got the inside the right way, and put this on. Oh, one other thing, because I want this to be layered, but I want the card, since it's already going to be a little heavy because it's 3 panels, and I want to make sure that we cut out the inside of this, kind of like I do when I have the gold foil that I don't want to waste. This time we're just going to cut out 1/2 inch all the way around, and then I will use that another time. So I'm trying to see if I can see. I hope everybody's week is going fine. I was going to ask y'all, but now I can't even tell if you're answering me, but I started a new hobby not too long ago that is crocheting. So I finished one blanket already. I absolutely love how it came out. I'm on my second one. So that one I've had to pull out quite a few times because she didn't have the directions right. This time it wasn't my fault. I didn't make a mistake. She didn't have it right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this onto here, and then I'll put it onto the front. And I'm using the Stampin' Seal Plus. Okay. Whoa. Yes, need a little bit more room. Hold on. I was putting it on like I do normally, and I need to have less of a border this time. All right, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, much better. So now we can go ahead and put that onto here, and then we will be able to see where to put our die cut. Because that's very important that we have it in the right spot. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit close so it's going to stay put. Okay. All right. So now I have already used the big one for this, and now I'm going to bring in the small one, and it just fits right in there, but it's going to cut it just where we want it to be cut. And leave a little border. Okay. So you'll have to tell me whether you guys have ever picked up a second, third, whatever hobby and how you like it. I used to do cross stitching, but I haven't done that in a long time. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take this off. And now look how it has that cute white border going around. Isn't that cool? And it takes out all the guesswork for you if you do the one on the outside first. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and stamp our flower. And these flowers are very pretty. I really like them. Memento. And I would kind of tell you to go ahead and mark your flowers to like line them up to see, because otherwise we're doing this, which I'm going to have to do anyway because I didn't mark mine. But when you mark it with the die, you can kind of line them up and it makes it much easier. Just trying here. It does fit. You just have to keep rotating it until you get it right. There we go. All right, so now I can get out my pale papaya. Make sure that I don't move this too much, and I think I did. Oh goodness, I had it perfect. There we go. All right. There, isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, so because I didn't want to do more die cutting than I already have, I'm pretty sure I have the flower. Yes, I do. It's right here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put Wink of Stella on it because you can't have too much bling. And then we're going to stamp the leaves, but this time we're going to have to do them and fussy cut them out. Okay, so I'm going to use soft succulent. And I don't think I fussy cut them ahead of time, which is not a good thing. All right, so we're just going to use 2 of them. And I'm using the new soft succulent blends. At least I thought I was. They were here. All right. I have everything but that. Oh, I know where they're at. Hold on 1 second. They're right here in this box. I was getting ready for my team meeting. All right, so we're just going to color this in. And some of this is abstract so that you don't know exactly where the lines are because they only give you the 1 line. And if I'm doing this wrong, please let me know, because I don't know how they expect you to know what that leaf is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do Wink of Stella on that also. You got to love Wink of Stella. Now, if you don't have the blends and you just have the ink pad, you can use your Wink of Stella to pick up the ink, which I have done already. You just squeeze this and use that as your little color palette thing, and you can color these out. So now we're going to fussy cut these out. And I'm not going to be super precise. Ah, just wish I could talk to you. All right. Well, I am talking to you. Talk to you and have you talk back. That's what would be nice. All right. So I was wondering if Steph and Jan have received their cards yet, so you can go ahead and talk and tell everybody else whether you've gotten your cards from last week that I mailed you. I know it takes a little bit longer because you're out of the country, but hopefully you get them soon. Can't believe I have friends in other countries. So when I say I want to come visit you, you're going to say, oh, sure. Okay. Let's cut this off so I got a little bit less to work with here. Normally I wouldn't be doing the fussy cutting, but I forgot this part. Okay, there we go. I have 2. All right, so we need to bring in our flour. Goodness, it doesn't want to be picked up. And we're going to put some dimensionals on the back. And then put the leaves on top of the dimensionals, just so that they're not going to be popped up. They're just going to be attached so that they'll be under here. I just love how this looks, and I was trying to come up with the card, and I just thought something like this would be kind of fun, kind of a peekaboo. All right, so put that there and there. And then I'm going to put glue dots on top of that so that they will stick to the bottom. And my dog is upstairs barking away. Glad I closed him up there. It's probably my UPS package. My brand new stuff's here today. I'm super excited. I second day aired it because I'm not a very patient person. All right, so we're going to open this and we're going to go ahead and just put that in the middle and then push it down so that those leaves will go on the inside. All right, then I wanted to do something special for the inside of the flower. So I thought I would do the opal rounds, and I'm going to color it with the dark evening evergreen because I don't want it black. We tried that. It didn't look as good. I want it to be where you can still see through it and see the sparkles, but it gives you a little bit of color. All right, so we have that. Isn't that pretty? See if I can show you closer. But see how you see the color, but you can still see the shimmer on the inside? Love it. All right, then we have this, which is from the contour dies that we have that I showed you earlier. And we're going to put in You Are Absolutely Amazing. And because we added Calypso Coral, we can put that as our ink. Now, we used to have in Stampin' Up! Things called the dynamic duos. And I think that these 2 colors look amazing together. I mean, just look at how the Pale Papaya and the Calypso Coral, they look so good together. All right, so then we're going to, I cut 2 of these because I wanted it to layer. So I'm going to go ahead and cut from this one straight across, go to there, go straight across for this. And then these doesn't matter because they're going to be hidden underneath. All right, so now the thing is that we have to use liquid glue and not get it everywhere. Because we're not going to have the dot show on this one. We just want the scallops to show. And of course the glue will come through, but if you don't like push on it too hard, it won't. I mean, if you didn't put too much down to begin with, it won't seep out. All right, so let's go ahead and put some on here. Okay. And again, we're just using the scallops, not the holes. Ah, so pretty. I love new stuff. All right, then we're going to go ahead and put that there. And just put this in the inside or the middle. Now you could make 2 of them. I didn't want to do 2 because I'm lazy. But that way you could cut off this whole side and then they would meet up. But my fingers have glue on them and they're sticking to everything. All right. Oh, can't do it on the same side. All right, and then what I like to do is put dimensionals on the back so it'll hold it all together on top of what you would see with like the glue's already there, but we want to make sure that they stay. So I'm putting this on over each one so that it holds together. I hope you guys like this. All right. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you. My downline, Pat, you can give her the kudos, showed me how to do this a long time ago. And you just bring your Wink of Stella and do the edges. It's very subtle, but it is such a pretty, pretty look. Thanks, Pat. All right. And of course, I messed up the comment section like 5 minutes before I was supposed to get on here. I pushed a button to see if I could see it better or something, and it just disappeared. And then I tried pushing another button and it didn't come back. So next time I'll be able to see what you guys write because I won't be pushing any buttons. All right. So let's put this down here. Then what I did was I brought in the dies and I cut a frame out of this one. And then this just automatically went with it. So I'm going to use them both, but I wanted this to be able to be as, and I've got a mess here. I will fix it. I will put something on there. All right. So we're going to use glue because it's easier and hopefully it won't get everywhere. Tape is harder to do on these small areas. All right, so I'm just gonna go and put this on under these. All right, I want it to be pretty. So now our middle part is done. Then for the inside, I have the piece that was part of what we just did, and that's going to go straight on here. And I'm just going to go ahead and use glue again, just because it's easy. And stick it right in the middle. Now, if you guys want this card, I will fix it so that it is not all have this on. I just need to go in with an eraser and erase it. You probably can't even see that I did that. All right, so here is one of the dies. It's really kind of cool because it cuts it, but it leaves it all attached, but it has these areas that you can like put things in between. So I'm thinking, what can I use? What can I use? And I thought, okay, what about this ribbon that is brand new? And it's the Pale Papaya and White ribbon. So I thought, let's just rip out some of this and make a fringe. So you just kind of go like this on one end. The other end will go super simple. I don't know why it's not on both sides, that it doesn't let you do that. All right, and then we're just going to trim that off. And these are not my ribbon scissors. I shouldn't have used those. And then this side, you can see it's going to be much easier. It just goes. So you got to be careful because you don't want to keep pulling because it will just keep going. All right, let me find my ribbon scissors and do the right one. They're sharper. All right, whoop. All right, so I am going to just tuck this in so it goes all the way across. I just thought it was pretty and it adds a little bit. That one's a good one, so I'm going to stick it right in the middle. Then I have two more that I've already done and put those in. So if you're not careful, I don't know that you can tell, but part of this got pulled out when you do the one side. So, I mean, it doesn't look bad. You just have to be a little bit careful on how far down you go. All right. And then one more. Let's push this one up. And then we will put dimensionals on the back so that it holds all this together. All right. So the besties is this weekend. I'm super excited. We are using the we are using the Sand and Sea. I'm a month ahead on the other. All right. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We get on Zoom and we just laugh and have so much fun. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and not have it stick to my fingers. There we go. And hold down the ribbon where I want it to be, just so it doesn't move. And you can see it already has, so let's fix that. Goodness, there we go. I swear it's not wanting to hold very well right this second. All right. And one more. It might not look that great when we turn it over because I messed it up. All right. Nope, it still looks good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put that on. Oh, you know what I forgot? Shoot. I wonder if it's too late. Well, we'll find out. I'm going to put it on and then do it. Hopefully, it's okay. We'll find out. I might need to put more dimensionals on just to make sure I have a good solid surface because I got a stamp on the front of that. See what happens when one thing goes wrong? You just kind of get a little flustered. All right. Let me put one more right here. Hopefully that's going to give me a nice base to stamp on. And if I could read, I bet you Pat was reminding me. Don't forget. All right. So this is just going to go right there because it's so nice. All right. So then we're going to come in. Should have done this before. And use Versamark with the big flower. And we're just going to stamp it onto here. Oh, looky. It worked. Yay. All right. Trying to keep it a clean surface here. All right, then I used from the Mini Messages dies, I used the one that says on here, sending happy thoughts, because it's small and I am sending happy thoughts. And I'm going to go ahead and put a dimensional or two on the back of that. I can get it on there without it peeking. Okay. And put that down here. So for a 3-layer card or 3-panel card, I think this is really pretty. And that's crooked. There. All right, so that's it for the middle. That's it for that one. Now the front, we need to bling up a little bit. And I have the Genial Gems, and this is the Pale Papaya. So I'm going to go ahead and use those because they're so pretty. Let's put one there because I had a spot I want to cover. There. And I know I'm using a lot of different gems, but really. It's just too pretty. All right, so that is that card. Hopefully you guys like it. The next one is this one, and this uses another what I call dynamic duo, Gorgeous Grape and the Freesia. What's it called? No, hold on. I have it right here. No, I don't. It is called Fresh Freesia. Excuse me. So that is what it uses. And let me get that out. So it starts with the Fresh Freesia that's 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4 like we would normally. This is just going to be a regular card. Okay. And I'll bring in my bone folder, make sure it's nice and crisp. It's always a good thing to do. All right. Then with those same dies, cut two, one from Gorgeous Grape and one that is the exact same with vellum. But I want this vellum to not have this all the way around because I think that it just will take away from the Gorgeous Grape. So you could use your scissors if you're feeling very lucky on how well you do your scissoring. Not I, because I don't normally go straight with my scissors. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut these off. So the catalog is now live. Woo! I'm so excited. So many good things out there that we can use now. All right, so now I cut those off, but it still has the stitched edge. And look at how pretty those two look together. So pretty. All right, first off, I put a piece of the exact same as the front here, which is 4 1/4 by 5.5, through the embossing folder painted textures. And normally I would sponge this, but I didn't this time. So we're just going to see what you think without it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put that there and get that flower again that we used. But I also want to use the embossing buddy to get any static off or anything, because whenever you use white embossing powder or black, it's very, it sticks to everything. So yes, I use a lot. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and ink this up again with Versamark. I didn't have to clean it because it already had Versamark on it. And then I'm going to have this go a little cattywampus. And come in with my white embossing powder. Hope you guys are doing well. Hate not talking. I know I keep saying that, but I really have been enjoying being able to talk to you. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and heat set this. Oh, the heat tool's on the other side. Let's see if I can pull it over. Yes, I can. So now you have two choices. You can color it from the front, which is a lot harder, or you can color it from the back, which of course that's what I'm going to do because it's easier. And I'm just going to use the dark because it shows up so much better with the vellum. So I'm not even going to use the light. And don't worry about going over the white on the back because you can't see it from the front. So now if we did it on the front, you would be able to see and you'd have to be very precise. Who wants to be precise? And it's very, very, it's not real in your face until you turn it over and put it up against the, Gorgeous Grape. And then for some reason, it just pops. All right. Let me show you. See how that just makes it look so pretty? I don't know that you can even tell. But here, it's very pretty. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and place some adhesive on the back. And I'm just going to do it where the flowers are. And I'm covering the whole flower because I don't want it to show that I've just done part of it. And then I'll do a little bit on the leaves. And then I'm going to put some, make sure I get the side right, down here in this corner because this side, because that's where I'm going to put my sentiment. But this way it'll hold better. So, okay. And you can tell where the sentiment is, how you can see that. You don't want to have that be shown. Boy, in my video, this is a lot darker than it is in person. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. Whoops. All right. Or it's just my computer and looking that way. All right, I'm going to get out my ribbon and I'm going to put some right across this, not quite in the middle, but close to it because I need to attach it to the back before I put it onto the front. The last time I forgot and that didn't. I had to take it apart to put this back on. Well, all right. Try this again. There, isn't that pretty on there? All right, so now I know I've got this on here. Let's see if I can get some more on. It's kind of hard once it's been embossed because it doesn't like to go on here. But it's doing it. Usually you would have to use liquid glue. I just want that to hold. All right. So now you're going to bring in your card and just stand it up so that they're flush. And that kind of helps you get it on there properly. Okay. So then we're going to pop this up. Where did I put them? Right here. You do notice that I like dimensionals, right? Pat and I were doing it the other day and she put so many on hers that it was quite funny. I thought she was channeling me. There was room for more, just not very much room. I don't like them to sag. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and pull this all off. I have quite a few girls that really like purple, so I always have to bring one out so they will ooh and ah. So next month for the Bestie Club, we're using the hand penned sweet, and that's really fun. All right, so now I'm using the same one that we used for our last one, but this time I'm going to write here for you. And here it is. And I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. And I just heard that my great nephew has leukemia, so I'm going to probably send one of these to them to tell them that I am here for them. And dimensionals. Oh, I put it halfway. There we go. And I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Hold on. I'm going to take off part of this because I like the way it looks on the other card. I know I'm wasting. Okay. It's all right. All right. So I'm going to put tape on the top part because I want that to be flat. And then dimensionals on the bottom so that, well, that didn't work. We'll have to put a mini there. So that it sits flat here, but is popped up there. So let me grab the minis. Here's, whoop, didn't want to come off my finger. All right, and one more. There. All right, and we need a bow. So I'm going to go ahead and make a quick bow, which I do bunny ears. And I keep it on the spool so I don't waste. And then I cut it off when I'm done. Oh, such pretty ribbon. Okay, so the last one I did here, but I kind of put this in the middle, so I'm going to kind of have it be a little bit, maybe this side because it's already going that way. And use my glue dots. Hold on. There they are. I want to make sure it sticks. Okay, so we're going to do it partial on and off. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Okay, then we're going to add some of the In Color jewels because they're all new to me, and of course I want to use them. And where did I stick my, there it is. And we're going to use the Freesia one because that's the one that we have that we're using. And look at how cute and tiny these ones are. So cute. All right. And let's put one down here. Okay, so now we're ready for the inside. And that is just going to be white with a purple or a Gorgeous Grape thing on the back. And now we're going to say, and in better days ahead, because I said that I am here for you now and in better days ahead. So we're going to go ahead and stamp this at the top. There we go. Good job. See, this is what I talk about. I always talk to myself. All right, so I'm just going to stamp twice. So we have light and dark. Isn't that cute? All right, so we're going to put dimensionals on the back. I'm not dimensionals, tape, adhesive, and onto here. Now, everything is written down on my blog. So if you've missed anything, just go to tedderbearstamping.com and all the dimensions, everything I used is on there. And you can leave me a comment there if you would like. Okay. So what do you think? Do you like the 2 cards? I think they came out so cute. All right, so now we just need Pat to do a drawing and let me know who won. I know I'm making her work even harder than usual because I need to find out who won. And Lola, I saw that you were going to be late, so I'm hoping that that you did come. Glad that you could come. And I don't know who all else is there, but I am so excited that you came and helped me out. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And Pat is going to do the drawing and see who wins. And then she's got to text me. Oh my goodness. I'm sure there's something I could push on here to make it come out, but I'm afraid. Thank you. All right. So, Miss Pat, she could just announce it and then I'll see it later. But I really want to be a part of this, you guys. Next week, I'll bring out something new because I've got something in the my box that got delivered today that is brand new and I'm super excited. So it'll be fun to see all the new stuff. I know I'm just sitting here. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Pat should have put it on there already, and we will just go from there, and I will mail it out tomorrow, and we will see who won. Once I'm done, I'll contact her and find out who did. So congratulations, and I will see you guys next week, and hopefully everything will be right. I'm going to try one thing before I hang up or dislodge to see if maybe, no, that didn't do it. All right, so I was hoping I could see the comments. All right, guys, well, thank you for coming, and I will see you next week. And if she by chance did not comment on who's going to win, I will contact you and let you know. All right, thanks. We'll see you next time.